Hello and welcome. Hi everybody, welcome in. I have a paper plate project to do with you guys tonight. It's one that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I'm trying to get you all situated here. Here it is, my paper plate project. So anyone that's new, I do these paper plate projects from time to time after I've been antique shopping or going through my craft drawers. I might see something that I'm inspired, like I'm going to make this, and this is what I'm going to do. So I pull everything that I think I'm going to need, and I put it with my other paper plate projects to do in the future. So this is one that I have put back, I don't know, a little while ago. I mean, I have another one here ready to go. I brought down, and I've got a couple other things here on the work table, but this one was the one that's been calling my name. So there's a few ways this could go, so I'm not exactly sure how it's going to be, but we'll see. So you guys join in with me, and we will see. But the main thing is this old bottle that I found. It is, what does it say? FFBREV-BOLLAR. FFBREV.BOLLA. And then there's an R. So the FF is in a box, and then BREV.BOLL, and then there's another box that says R. I know you guys are backwards, but that's what it says. But I love the long neck, and at the time when I saw it, I thought I would do like one of those doll, like a dresser doll with the porcelain head, and then, you know, she would have her shoulders that I could pull down, make this be the waist, and then this be the skirt part. But I don't want to cover the green, and usually when we do those dresser doll bottles, they're very lacy and frilly and that kind of thing. I didn't want to do that with this because I don't want to lose this green. I think it's very, I'm going to get you a little bit closer if I can, so you guys can zoom in, and not on me, but on the bottle project and see it. So hi. Hey Cheryl, hello, welcome in. Hi. So here we go. Let me see. Whoops, let me turn this down. Whoops. I'll make sure. I know everybody always does this part, and it's like kind of a drag, but I want to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm good. So, okay, we have our bottle. I feel like it's so dark, too. Why is it so dark? Does that make me darker or light? Oh, there, that's a little brighter. I don't know if that changed for you guys or not, but anyway, so here's all of my stuff, and I really love this piece of fabric, and I'm going to show you why here in a minute. It's got these, so I'm assuming it was like this went over, obviously this was like a shirt, or someone was going to make it be. This was her little sleeves. There are buttons in the front, and then as it went over her shoulders, I mean, people were so tiny. And then this is how it would go, right, like this. And then there's all these little buttons down the back, and then there's little buttons in the front. It's a really cool piece of fabric that I want to work with here. So I was laying it out before we trying to think of how I wanted to do it, and I think I've landed on this idea here, but I gotta make sure. So yeah, if I did this like this, kind of at an angle, can you guys see? I'm not sure you guys can see. Hello. I'll get it exactly. And then this little seam right here with the pretty little lace, I thought I might run it down the side of this bottle. So somewhere in here, I'm going to cut. I don't want to cut it too soon. Ruin the whole shaboodle here. So yeah, right there is going to be the max that I need for that strip. And then this piece is going to come down here somehow. So somewhere in this mess, somewhere in this mess, I'm going to cut it. So let's just cut it. We'll just, I already think I'm wrong. I need to go in. I'm going to go in instead of up. I'm going to go in. I'm going to cut it to there. All right, let's just see what we'll see what we're going to deal with now. Okay. So I know for sure this is going to go down here. So like there's a little seam there on the bottle, and this is a finished edge. See that lace? So I thought it might be cool to do that, to like tack it down. Okay, so we got that figured out. And then I know for sure it's going to go around, and then it can't go up on the top. So it's going to go around somewhere over to here. So let's just cut this off. I'm just going to cut this white part off because I don't want that for sure. I'm sure I don't want that. Okay, so let's cut that off. It's going to be interesting to see how this ends up. You know, I just have a little vision. So, okay. Rather than doing my Super 77 spray adhesive that I usually do, I'm going to just glue. I'm going to keep this netting part loose, maybe. We'll see. Do I? I think I do. Because this is going to go here. I'm going to glue that down. And then I'm going to glue this down. And then I'm thinking that I want, this is going to be the trick. I don't know. I'm afraid if I spray adhesive it, I'm not going to get it how I want it. And I'm thinking I can gather it like that and lay glue down here to hold it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So let's see what happens. We're going to see what happens. So here we go. All right, so I'm going to run some glue. I know the glue won't stay, you know, hot very long. So I'm going to just do it in a couple of little sections here. Okay. And then we're going to finish it off here. And I didn't quite make it to the bottom, but that's all right. We'll fill it in. Well, I'm really close, so we'll fill it in with probably just a pucker of this stuff. Okay, then, all right, so let me get my tip. I wasn't exactly sure where it was going to stop right here, but there's where we are. And then we're going to come around here like this. I love these really old original buttons off of this piece of fabric. So I'm thinking like that, and then wrap this around. I kind of want it to go here, but then I have this copy of a print. It was a print out of a book. It was a page out of an old book, and I thought she was really pretty. And I found this paper frame that I had in my stash, and I was thinking that there's a couple of buttons missing. So I was thinking I could lay this frame over where the buttons are missing and put her to pull the greens, put her inside. Okay. So I think it's going to make sense. I guess we can do this part. So here we go. I'm just going to make a couple marks and see if it, okay. So let's see here. Oh, I should probably use my cutter, huh? This is my only copy. If I mess it up, we're in trouble. And I might have already messed it up. It looks like it went a little crooked on me. No, I'm okay. Okay, I'm all right. So, all right, let's do a little better here, Tammy. Okay, so there's that line going into that line. And then this line, let's see, I gotta go this way. I can do a line on the bottom. Okay, no wonder I can't see one. Oh my gosh, let's see how we did. I don't know. Look how tiny. I thought it would be bigger than that. Okay, let's see how we did. Ooh, we're right on the edge, but we're right on the edge. But I think it's, I wish I'd have left it a little bit bigger, but we're there. It's there. So I think I'm going to end up in spray adhesive this because there is nothing. I am right. I drew my lines and I wasn't thinking I needed to cut it a little bit bigger, but that's going to make it look cleaner from the back side too. So, okay. All right, I got a plan. So nothing scares me yet. I'm not scared yet. Okay. So, all right. We're going to aim for wrapping this part right here to the bottom here. So maybe my best bet, I'm going to lay the glue actually on the lace, okay, on the fabric where I'm headed. And then, yes, that's the way to go for sure. Okay, now I'm going to do it again here, inching my way. Oh my gosh, anybody else feeling unsure? Anybody else wondering how this is going to go? And then I'm not sure how I want to finish this out. Do I just want to whack it off? Maybe trail it down and make it go away. I'm not going to glue this part yet. I can still pull it back a little bit if I want to. Okay. All right. So we're going to leave this to finish because I don't know exactly how it's all going to go, right? Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey, Linda. Hi, you guys. Thanks for saying hello. There's Glinda and Linda. Hi, Bernadine. Yay, I'm live. Hey, Pam. Hey, Susan and Shelly and Rebecca and Sina. Hi, everybody. And Gail. Nice to see you guys, too. And Diana and Carol. There's Sherry and Marilyn. Hey, and Monica. Yeah, hi, you guys. And there's Cheryl again. Okay. So, all right. Here we go. We just do that for a second because I want to say hi to everybody that's saying hi to me. You know I'm not super great at, those of you that have followed me know I'm not super great at the comments. Okay. And I'm not sure about this either, but I kind of feel like I want it in there, but I'm not sure. Let's see here. How I want to pucker it. If you even want, you know, I think I do. I think I do. You feel like it's got to go this way more. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a tricky one. Oh, I wish I could get it right like that. I like that. I know I'm going to cover up a lot of it, but I like that. Oh, I really like that. Okay. Say it again, right? Say it again. Okay. Okay. I really like that. Okay. Okay, so if I keep a hold of this and I run my hot glue along here and pull this down into it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So now we've got this much. Talking about inching us along here. Okay. So this little fold right here didn't get tucked, so I'm going to lay it over top. And then I think it's kind of at that edge, so I'm going to lay it over top again. Okay, there we go. That should catch. Okay, everything's caught. And then I have this piece here is kind of being a little boneheadish. So let's just try and tack this one down as well. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to trim this extra off right at the edge. And then, but I don't want to trim this little bit. So see, we're doing good. Look, we're doing really good. So now though, I feel like this needs to end. Yeah, I feel like that needs to end down here. Okay, so now that I see it, let's put this off. So if you guys are doing a bottle, you kind of you pick your fabric and then you just figure it out. You figure out how it's going to lay. I could have covered the whole base like I typically do. I just felt like I wanted this to be a little bit different, and I really wanted to show off the green. For some reason, you know me, I'm never very colorful, but I really wanted to show off that green. For some reason, it was just so pretty. Okay. And I debated on covering it even with like white tissue paper or something that you could still see a little touch of the green, but like through it. But I was afraid it would distort it too much, and I didn't want to do that. So, okay, I'm just laying down some of these little tips that are up, just some little pieces. I want to get those down, right? So, okay. All right, you guys, welcome in. Okay, so, all right, now, for now, that's all I'm going to do with this fabric. We'll see if I need any more before I finish. And I know for sure, so I've got my plate here. I don't know about my tops yet. You guys will have to help me pick my top. I made this little ruffle out of an old piece of curtain. And I was thinking about laying the ruffle up here, but I don't want to cover these buttons. So maybe I want to hold it on up on the bottle. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I like that. It's a great match for the old fabric. See that? I kind of like that ruffle. Okay, I'm not going to lay it on just yet. And look at this pin I have. Isn't that amazing? It's an old brooch. Whenever you're looking in the smalls when you're antique shopping, a brooch like that could be everything. And then this old hat, this is a veil off of an old hat. Look at the little teeny tiny velvet flowers that were on it. Absolutely love that. And I think that the green is a really good green for this, but I don't know that I'm going to use those flowers on this project. I might snip a couple of them off. We'll see. But I'm thinking, I'm not even sure this is going to be, like, it's such a great match. I don't know that I need it. I'm not sure that I even need it, really. We'll have to see about it. I'm not convinced. We'll see. So let me get my frame back up here. Do I need it coming out? I really don't see it. I really don't see it. I'm not going to waste it. No, I'm not going to waste it, you guys. I just feel like it's a waste. So let's, if I put her down first, can I lay this? Yeah, I'm going to put her down first. I need somewhat of an idea, though, of where I'm going to put her. How can I know that? Let's see here. Maybe I can't. I think I got to put the frame down first, and then I'm going to put her in it. It's such a good cut. I think I'm going to be fine doing that. So I'm going to lay my, I'll show you guys. I'm going to make sure I don't have any other copies. This is just a paper frame, just like a punched out frame. Like I know Tim Holtz has those, and well, you can find them online. I don't know about Amazon. I'm sure they do. If you just put paper frame. Hi Sue. I'm working on an old bottle, and I'm trying to make something pretty out of an old bottle. So okay, now I'm gonna so I just sprayed spray adhesive on the back. You can kind of see it bubbling, and it's gonna make this stick to the fabric and the bottle. And it makes every edge, it makes everything stick really well. So, okay, I'm gonna get above this so I can really make sure I get it good. Okay. I can't go too high because I don't want it there. I don't want to lose that button. Okay. So, I'm gonna press this down really well. And then this will hold for years and years. But if you see it needs a little tack down someday, you can just tack it down. Just put a little hot glue or whatever kind of glue under there. But this stuff holds so well. Now I'm going to lay this on top. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the Super 77 again. going to spray the back of that picture, just the back of it. I'm going to lay it down inside the square of the paper frame. So I got to get it right. Okay, and then maybe what I need to do is a little, I'm thinking stickles, or I kind of want to wax it out, but look, isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Okay, oh, it's beautiful. I'm a little bit off. I mean, I'm so not off, but I'm off just a tiny bit. I've overlapped here because I wanted it to tuck under the frame, so I overlapped it a little bit down here. Let me shave off a hair. Let me just see if I can shave off. Oh gosh. Oh, this is scary. Oh, I can't shave off much. There. Okay, that's better. I'm happier with that. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So I feel like, I mean, either tiny, tiny little pearls, or, you know, that really tiny bling, but I think better is going to be, let me grab my Nuvo drops. I think I'm going to use that. I've got them right here. I either want the gold or this one. This one's a little more pearly. Let's just see what it's going to look like. I'm going to do it on the paper plate. See what it's going to look like here. Let's see. It's a little heavy, but yeah, I think that's the one I want, and not this one. Let me see. This one's really glittery. I don't know. Kind of like that glitter. Is really pretty though. You know what? I think I want to go with the glittery one. But I don't want to put that on yet because it takes a little while to dry, but I'm going to leave it sit here so I don't forget. And then I'm going to trace, I'm going to outline this picture around the edge with the Nuvo drops, which is like Stickles, but not as thick, and it dries much faster. Okay, then these are, I've got two options for the top. So we'll get to that in a minute. I might let you guys vote because I'm really not sure which way I want to go with the top. Okay, so here, wait, let's get back here. And then let's see what else we can do with her. I really still kind of like this. I don't know. Do I want a seam binding the whole? I wasn't thinking that I did. But I don't like being able to look through so much. Let me see what it looks like in the... Oh no, that's really cute though. It's really cute. Let me try the seam binding all the way, just before we commit. Okay, just before we commit. Hi Susie, hey Kim. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this. Oh. I'm going to hold it and catch it. Let's see. Can I? There we go. I'll catch it. And then let's see what it's going to look like if I run this just really loosely. I'll have to do it again and get it right. But I'm just doing it really quick and see how we feel about it. See, what do we think? So it needs to be, I mean, is there enough green showing that we don't need... Oops, that's a hard little area to get it. Okay, so I really need to do it all so we can really get a good feel for it. Okay, so there's the whole... No, I'm not digging that. I'm not digging it at all. Not even, forget that. Ooh, don't like it. Don't like it. Okay, so the next thing, the next idea is... Do I just want to do a bow here? Let's see, it would have to go on this side. get it straight. Do I just want to do a bow over here? Get a little bit longer than the bottle. And we're going to see which way we want to go with this thing. So I'm not sure. You can see I had some things laid out. I had some ideas, but I wasn't sure. That's why it went upstairs to think about it. My think about it pile. Okay. So, oh, I like that better than the ruffle. Okay, let's leave that. I like that better than the ruffle. I hope you guys do too. I think that's better. Okay, so let's cut this off. It's going to blink up a little bit. Okay, I like that a lot. Okay, so there's that. And then I have to figure out how am I going to get the, let's see, I almost need like a little green gem right here. I kind of want a little gem. So hang on a minute. I've got the big brooch, but I kind of need a gem. So these are my, these are my old jewelry. Let's see here. My old, just colorful jewelry. It's too big. I don't know. I don't hate it. Okay, I don't hate it. Let's see what else I have here. There's a little button. It's a little green. I'm not sure you can tell. Kind of nice. The green's off a little bit. I almost like the. Oh, here. Green's off a little bit, but I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Let's do that. Now let me see how. Oh no, it's off from this. Okay, I'm gonna keep digging. Oh man! But the earring matches that. See, the earring matches that. This earring doesn't. I might end up going with that because of the greens and the tin. I'm not gonna dig too long here. Oh, look at this one. That matches really well, but it's pretty big. It's too big. Too bad. That was a good match. This one's not a good match. It's green. No. Okay. Oh, what's this? It's not a bad match. No. I'm going with this earring. It's the best I have seen. Okay. We're going to go with this earring. So let's cut off the back here. I'm going to glue that down here to the middle of the bow. Okay. So there's that. All right, then I have to decide how do I want to work this piece in. So let's cut the pin part off of this, the back of this pin, the mechanism. I guess we're going to cut off the pins. Okay, there's that. I'm going to pull this up. Get this underneath here. Okay. Done with that. And then I'm thinking I might be able to get it in kind of over here. I don't want it too far. I don't want it hanging off the edge. All right, let me see about getting another little, let's see. This is too small. I think this is going to be too small, yeah. Let me see if I've got another piece that matches this. Let's see, this is our seam binding drawer. Here's a good match. Okay, oh yeah, look, I got plenty. Okay, jeez, I really have plenty. Okay, I got plenty of that one. So let's, is that a match? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna see if I can, just want a little bit of fluff back there, not a whole lot, but a little bit. Okay, so that would be a little something just to add a little softness in there. Let's see how I feel about that. My size adjusted. Let me go ahead and cut the tails. Those tails. And I'm thinking, oh, this is way too long. And then I'm kind of thinking that, see, because this had a little tear in it. It doesn't bother me because I know I can deal with it. But I was kind of thinking I could maybe cover it with the pin and a bow. I'm not sure this matches. I feel like this is a little bit yellower. Just a little bit. I'm not sure the camera's picking that up, but I feel like it's a little yellow compared. Wow, they're so close. It's a hard call. What's this? Nope, that's still this. So it must be, this has been tea stained and the other one hasn't. So that's probably what has pulled the yellow out of it. It's so close. I'm splitting hairs here, being funny and being particular. So let's see. Maybe I'll spritz this with a little bit of antique spray. Let's do that. I'm going to lay this on the plate. I'm going to stick a little bit of antiquing spray on it just to dull down that yellow a little bit. Let's see if that does anything. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so if I put that there, I just need it way over to hide those holes, and then to lay this on top. And you know what? Maybe a piece of this netting now is where I need the netting. Let's see if we can just rip a hunk. Let's see what this does now. I wasn't crazy for it behind the picture frame, but I might be pretty crazy for it here. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, so if we put this down there, and then we add this to it. It doesn't do a lot, but it doesn't add or it doesn't take away. It's fine. I'm gonna do it. So let's do that, and then I'm gonna hold this a little bit down from the hole. Wait a minute, I got another idea. What if I take this piece that I cut off and layer a piece of this as well? Kind of gonna hairy out the edges there to make it just a little, you know, I cut it with scissors, so we don't want a straight edge. I kind of want it to look a little bit rippy. So, okay, what if we put that down and this, and then lay this? Now we've got something. Now I feel better about that. Okay, so let's then lay our glue over that hole, and then I'm going to get this in here. Okay, so here's where we are. I maybe am better off to use this earring over here, the matching earring. Let's see, how would this go? But I really love, that pin. I think we're going for the pin. I think the pin is crazy amazing. So let's do the pin. Okay, so here we go. We're doing it. We are doing it. Okay, so I got it loaded up. Let's see if we can get it down. Anything that's going to hit it. Because it's bent, and so I need it to just hit wherever it'll hit. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, it's pretty, pretty. Now, do I want to do a ring of this? I really like this little ruffle I made, probably because I made it. the best sewers, so I sewed something. Oh, I don't mind that up there. Kind of softens it a little bit, but maybe I want it on up. So, okay, let's talk. I still have more to do. We don't have our flowers in here yet. But let's talk about the tops. So I have this crystal top. I'm gonna have you guys vote. Crystal, here's the crystal. Okay, or gold. Crystal or gold? What do you think? Crystal or gold? There's the gold. There's the crystal. They both fit really well. And then, yeah, I'm glad I waited and thought about that. Instead of putting this ruffle down here, I'm going to put it right here to cover this little bit or this little bit, whatever ends up going down in this bottle, because you can see it. See that? You can see it. So we're going to put that ruffle there. Gold, 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 gold. Oh, you all like the gold. Okay. All right. You love the green with the bottle. Yeah, it's a perfect green. Hey, Lisa Kid. Hi. You like the little rip? Where do you get your jewels? Antique shopping. Just out and about. Years of collecting. A pearl jewel in the center of the bow. Hi, Teresa. I think I've already stuck something down there. There's Tina. Hi, Tina. You like the crystal, Marilyn, and everyone else is gold, gold, gold. I like the crystal, but yeah. Okay, the gold offsets the picture. Okay, all right. It seems like gold is the winner. I didn't really turn it to look at it myself, so it doesn't matter, you know. I like them both in holding it up and playing. Is this something that's going to come off? It looks like just someone's maybe put tape on it at some point. The tape's kind of greenish, but it's coming off. Let me hold it over the trash can while I scrape that, you guys. Hang on. I just have so much junk on my carpet. I got like a rug. I bought a rug for underneath this table because it just got, I was tracking stuff everywhere. Okay, that's better. Oh, no, there's more over here. Oh, for Pete's sake, hang on. I'm sure it's very, very, very old tape. Someone's probably taped a price tag on there. I hate you guys are looking at my nothing, my sleeve. But I don't want to do all of that scraping once it's on the bottle because, you know, it'll probably come unglued. So, okay. All right. Now, I would use... Okay, this is not, okay, it's loose left to right, but it's tight where it's sitting. So I'm only going to run the glue around this lip is where it's going to be touching. So that's where we're going to glue. I don't think I want to glue it quite yet, but we're definitely going to use the gold one. So I'll put this one out of the way. And I'm definitely going to wrap this at the very tippy top instead of down low. Now, how do I feel about that? Is that, let me look at it from the front. Let's see how I feel about it. I might be able to hold it down just a snap. I think you need to see the green in between, but it just kind of distorts that. Yeah, I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to put it in between. I'm not going to put it right here at this lip, but I don't want to lay it over this exactly either. I'm kind of going to float it in between. I think it's going to look the best. So, okay, we're this far. Now I feel like I need a piece of trim to finish off this bottom. You know, it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. So let's clean it up and make it be perfect. Let me see what I have here. La, 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 la. That's too white. That's too big. I'm looking at all my trims. Here's a gold one. It's really, really, really gold. I don't think I'm going to like it, but let's just look at it since we're going to put the gold on the top, how would I feel? How do I feel about this? Hard to tell. I like the idea of that kind of a trim. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Let me see what else I have. Here's another. Oh, here's one. Here's one. I'm probably going to use this one right here. I'm probably going to use this one. It's a little bit bigger. This one's too yellow. It would have worked, but that one's perfect. Okay. All right. These, let me get this out of the way too. These braided, I don't know what, it's some kind of a trim, but we use these when we do Easter eggs around the cutout of the Easter egg when we're doing like a little collage or something inside. It's a really nice trim. Clean that up. Let's see, where's this at? It's coming undone right there. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to clean this haggard edge. And then I think, oh, see, it's re-haggarding. Is that a word? Oh, I don't think so. I'm going to put some glue on here. I'm going to let it cool just a second. Okay, and then I'm going to, there we go. Then I was able to finish the edge so that it shouldn't fray again. There's a little piece that's fraying that I didn't get in the glue. Did I get it? Yeah, I think I got it. Okay. Oops, no, I didn't get it. See, look how easy it wants to fray. Okay, hang on. Okay. So this is going to start right here. And it's going to go around. I'm just going to take it a little bit at a time. Oh, so there's that. And we're just going to go around a little bit at a time. Okay, so keep it where I want it. All right, let's do a little bit more. A little bit more. Keeping it off the edge of that bottle so that it's still going to sit nicely. Okay, and then we're going to come down and around. Okay, we're to here. And then I'm going to finish, I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way around to where it stops. Aren't I? But I don't want it to just stop. Maybe I should do the whole, you know what, I think I am. I think I'm going to do the whole bottom of the bottle. I think that's just going to be the best move here. I gotta not go all the way because it does cool down quick. Okay. So we're going to go to there. Make sure I'm not over that little edge. And then we're going to end it over here. I was going to start it here and stop it here and put a button, but it doesn't taper down. Like I had everything tapering down here, see? This kind of would be a straight. I don't think it would taper very well. So I'm going to change my plan. Not that I had a plan, but maybe the last 2 minutes, but you just never know until you're doing it. Okay, there we go. So let's whack it off right here. Let's see. Looks like right there. I might need to shave it back a snap. Look how easy that wants to tatter. Okay, I'm going to try and stop it. Okay, so let that just cool off a minute before I get my fingers in there. There, that did better. All right, I'm gonna try and stop this too. And I'm gonna get my fingers in here, kind of try and mold it all down as best as I can, and then I can trim it off. How did I do? Not well. I didn't do very well. Oh my word, let's clean this up. Again, nobody breathe, nobody move. Let's lay this on here again. I don't want to put my fingers in too soon. Okay, yep, okay, that's good. It's not hot. there. Okay, now that finished that off. And then I just need to finish this off. It's not hot. That's good. There we go. Now we've got it better. Okay, so that should keep that from fraying now. Okay, and I don't have a whole lot of it left, but enough to do another bottle or two. Okay, so let's see how we've got it. I should have checked how it was standing. Did I wrap it? I wrapped it a little bit. Oh, that's the glue is coming out. Okay. Okay, now, all right, I like that little bit of trim down there, and I'm wondering, I thought maybe I'd have to put a little button or something, but you almost don't see it. I think I will go ahead, though, and put just a little button with the strings in it, a little mother of pearl button right here where that stops, just in case somebody notices that stop. We don't want a flaw in our work, right? No flaws. Okay, there we go. Okay, now for the millinery flowers, I have some millinery flowers that I bought at a show. You know, normally I get them off of old hats. They come off of old hats. And I buy old hats and cut them off, and I cut off the netting. But these already came in a little bundle. It was $12 for this little bundle. Actually, $12.99. There's my little tag, so I don't forget what I got in it. And I thought maybe I just need a couple of them. I don't need them all. So maybe I could pull them out. Yep, I could pull out two. And, oh, I already pulled out a leaf. I was going to say two and a leaf, but I got the leaf. Okay. Now, and then I had some of these peachy pink. She's got a little bit of pink in her. So I pulled these out of my drawer from another hat. These little peachy pinks. But I think they're kind of perfect for her. They might be a little big, but I think they're going to be good. We'll see. Hi, Maureen. Yep, you'll have to catch the replay. You can see we're progressing along pretty well here. But we're not done yet. We're close though. We're very close. Okay, so I'm really loving it, you guys. See the little tiny buttons, the little tiny original buttons from this piece of fabric. I love the trim on the bottom. I love the little pleats that we got in there. I love the pin. Got an earring there. It's really a pretty, it's very different for me because of the colors. You guys know I'm usually way more neutral. But I really like it. I might even turn that a little bit, but I don't want to lose those buttons. So no, I don't want it to be too, okay, not too. Okay, so let's see. These are really unusual flowers, aren't they? They're really different. And they've got that little bit of pink on the edges. Can you see? Yeah, you can see it. So that was kind of cool. And, you know, I may not need two. Do I want them here? Oh, I kind of like it over here. Kind of like it over here. So let's, I don't know that I need two. I don't think I need two. I think one might be plenty. We're going to see though. I'm going to cut the tail off, the stem. You don't need all of that. Try one, and let's try maybe a leaf. See, I don't want to lose. There's no buttons on down here, so I'm okay. I could get a leaf in there. How do we feel? Oh yeah, one is plenty. One is absolutely plenty. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, let's see, which end of this leaf is yeah, this is the bottom for sure. Okay, so I'm just putting the glue where the wire was. Go ahead and get it down. And then I can still bend that wire a little bit to get that leaf up. And I'm going to cut off what little bit here is showing at the bottom. I don't want that to show, so I'm just going to cut it off. Okay, so there's what I've done. I just cut it off where it was hanging a little bit below the bottle. Okay, then we're going to lay this in here. Let's see if I can get my angle right, like right there. So I'm tucking it right along the edge of that. Okay, got it. So let's put a little bit of glue on that big part too. Okay, so I kind of want it, I don't want it too straight up and down. I don't want to cover her completely, for sure. And then it's kind of wanting, these petals are kind of wanting to lay down. So I'm going to tack them up a little bit. Just a little snip here of glue, a little splash there. And then I'm going to force these petals up a little bit. Just a little bit, okay. And then, so I don't need the second flower. So I'm going to tuck that back in here in case I have a future project and I need just one more. I wish I had one more. They'll all be together. Okay, it won't go, so I'm going to wrap the wire around another flower. That'll work. There we go. Okay, so then they're all together. Okay, so there's that. And then I've got, let's try just one of these. Let's see, where's my, over here. I'm going to try one of these little, kind of a dogwood looking flower. I don't know. I'll try one of these. So we ended up, last night, we were at so I shipped all day yesterday, and I shipped, let's see, yesterday was Saturday, and I had to meet a client in the morning to help, he needed some help picking out countertops and flooring and stuff like that. He had a fireplace that we were kind of talking about how to update the brick and all that. So I had that in the morning, and then I got home. It was maybe noon or 1 o'clock, and I started shipping. I had a good bit of shipping done Friday night from the sale we had, and then I had let's see, what did I do then? And then this morning when I got up, so then we went to this Pirates ball game. It was appreciation for employees where my husband works, and they took everybody on a little fun bus. They rented a bus and took all of us, the wives, and some kids went too. It was so fun. It was really, really fun. And we went to see a Pirates game in Pittsburgh, and boy, was it beautiful. That stadium was absolutely beautiful. They had dinner for us. We were up on the roof, like a rooftop lounge thing. I felt so VIP. We walked in, went straight up the elevator, and it was very VIP feeling, and very, very cool. We had a really great time. We had a great time on the bus too. Just, it was a great idea for bonding with your coworkers and getting to know their family. You talk about people at work, oh, my wife this and my wife that, but you don't really know the wife. And now we feel like my husband's like, now I know him, and so it was great. It was just a great time. And but anyway, when I had that sale, I'd kind of forgotten that we had to do that on Saturday, so I'm like kind of stressing about getting all the shipping done. But I finished it up this morning, and everything was great. So everybody's orders are, I think there's like 4 more to collect, and that's it. We'll be all caught up. So I'm super thrilled with how it went. I promised everybody I'd have their invoices all out before Monday morning, and I did. I did, and I did it. So yeah. So today I have my mom's house. I told you I put it on the market, and we got an offer on it. So the inspector is coming tomorrow. So I had to go. They're out of town, so the water was off. They've moved, so the water was off. So I went and turned it on for the inspector, and put it under contract. Saying, look how cute that is! Isn't that great? Okay, I think I'm just about done. I pulled this. It was a kind of a good match, but I think it's way too bright. I'm not using it. I'm not using it. It was on the paper plate. I don't have to use everything on the paper plate, right? You never know what you're gonna need. So let's get this down. Anyway, so with everything, it was a crazy, hectic, busy weekend, but I wouldn't change it for the world. It was amazing. It was really amazing. Okay, so here we go. I'm dropping this down. Like I said, I want a little bit of that green to show, but I don't want a whole lot because that gold, that little bit of gold drop down right here is going to show. But if I don't, if I hide where it stops, I think that'll be fine. That's my goal here. That's what I'm trying to do, is hide where it's stopping. Okay. So yeah, we've just had a jam-packed weekend, and I saw Marilyn ask about Grandparents' Day. Actually, I got home today, I pulled in the driveway, and my daughter and my granddaughter and my son-in-law were right in front of me in the car, and they brought ice cream bars from, it's called Wits. It's like a custard ice cream kind of place, and it's super delicious. So we had ice cream bars and sat out on the porch. The weather was perfect, and the guys were watching the ball game, and my daughter and I visited while my granddaughter played. It was perfect. So there you go. All right, so let's get this glued down. Oh, I also wanted to do these Nuvo drops so I can show you what they're like for your projects. If you need to frame something out, like I just feel like this, just see how the edge is just, I know it's maybe too close. The edge is fine, but in person, I feel like you can tell it's cut. I don't know. It's not. So let me I haven't used these in a while, so I probably better shake it up just a snap. Okay. And then with a steady hand, I'm going to go around what you can see. And then I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. Try a steady hand anyway. Oops. And I wish they would dry because it's a little bit white. It's got a little bit of white to it, but the white, it will dry clear and just have the little gold flecks. It'll be very, very pretty. Okay. Right here. That is really, really going to finish off that edge. Really nice. I wish you could see it dry. I don't know if can you dry glue with something hot? I'm not sure. I just want to take some of that white away. This is a heat gun, so I'm not sure what it would do, if it'll dry it or not. So now, see that little, see, it just added a little something to the edge, right? Just a little something. All right, so we've got that. Now we need to glue. So I'm going to use my B7000, and I'm going to run this bead of glue right here. I don't know where this little tiny tube came from. Thought I'd use it up. Got a super precision top on it. So this is B7000, and what I like about that is these precision tops. They always have these really small little hole openings. So it's the same as an E6000, but B7000 has the better top. I think it's the same glue. I don't think it's a different glue. I think it's just the applicator is different. I could be wrong, but it smells the same. It looks the same. I think it's the same. It's just a different top. And it's got this pin. See, you put the pin down in the hole. See the pin? Let's see. There you go. It's got a little pin, and you put that in the hole so it never clogs. I can't say never, but it doesn't clog very often. Like maybe 2% of the time it might clog. Okay, so then I will leave this sit overnight for that to adhere. But here you go. Here's our finished project. Whoops. See, you can't dip it. It'll adhere, but not for a while. So there's our finished bottle. And then I left it all just clear on the back. You can still see through it. But yeah. So anyway, there you go. I just stuck my finger in the drops. So I'll have to clean that up. Daggone it. I surely did. I was going to not let you know I did that. But, you know, let's just be real here. Let's just be real. Right? Because how am I going to clean that up? Let's see. It's a total smudge. All right. So let me, oh yeah, I can clean that up. Okay, no problem. I'm just going to wipe it off and start over. Right to there. I am doing that. Okay. That's my best bet. There we go. Okay. I'm going to start over. I'm going to take this off. It should be okay. Where did I do it? Here's my glue drops. I'm going to put it back down. This is why I do it last, because, boy, you can't bump into it. I did. I just stuck my whole thumb in it. Okay. Oh, yeah, it definitely dried down. What I just put down is way whiter than what is dried down. Okay, so let's see. It still feels a little grabby, but I think I'm going to use, this is E6000. It's not as precision, but it's, I'm going to put down a nice, I want to make sure I get a nice coat on there. Ooh, whoa, whoa, Bessie. Okay, that's a lot. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. That's a lot right there, and a lot right there. Okay. All right, now we're going to put her down. There we go. There we go. Okay, that ought to grab, but not until morning. So I'm not going to touch nothing. So you guys, that's it. There you go. I better walk away from the bottle, and then I'll look at it again tomorrow. And if it needs any tweaking, I can do it. But you know, I think it's looking really good. So yay! So I can't read anything you say. Oh, hi Barbara. Thank you, Gail and Barbara. Thank you guys. She really likes it, Gail. She's very happy there. She feels at home in Texas. Hey, Lisa. Thanks, Gail. And thanks, Glenda. Maybe they had to change the number. Has to do with the patent or something. What? Oh, maybe. But they changed the top. You're talking about the E6000. But they definitely changed the top, like the way it comes out. Oh, this is B7000, but I don't have any E6000 anymore except in this little tube, and it's got a pretty nice top on it. But used to be, it was in a container like this, and it would come out not as thick as toothpaste, but pretty thick. But this is B7000, which has the better top. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Thank you, Cynthia. Hey, Susie, thanks. Thanks, Shelly. And Sue, thank you, girls. Thanks, Sue. So anyway, have a great evening, a great rest of your evening, and I will see you all later. And if you did happen to place an order at my live sale, check your email because all of the invoices are out that I know of. I just did get a message while I was live from Daryl Griffith. So Daryl, I see your message, and I will put some more in there for you. Anyway, you guys, is Earl on call? I wore Earl out. Earl was gonna go live and see you girls. It's been a long time since Earl's been here. Earl, aka me with the stash. But I was just so focused and busy, and I swear to you, I did not get out of that chair other than to pick up another box, another pile, and find a box, and then I'd sit back down and wrap and get it all going. And I had quite a system going, and I think when I went to bed, when I left for the ball game on Saturday, I had 6 more boxes to do today. So I did 42 boxes. The sale was Wednesday. Thursday was, I told you I babysat all day, and then we had a birthday party at this pizza shop for a friend of mine. I think he turned 60. And then Friday, I forget. I packed Friday all day, yes. And then it was pizza night with my daughter and her family. And then Saturday I wrapped and boxed until the Pirates game. We went to the Pirates game. And oh, Daryl, you're here. Yeah, I'll take care of you. And then this morning, I had to run. I forgot to. So I finished. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday, and I forgot to put in for a request for pickup. So I had to run all of the packages to the post office yesterday. So I got that done. Everyone that had paid. So it's just been a whirlwind of a weekend. I had some Amazon returns while I ran to turn the water on at my mom's, and she's a half hour away. So, you know, I ran through TJ Maxx just to decompress and shop a little bit. And, you know, and then I came home and did my 6 packages, and here we are. So the kids came over with the ice cream bars, and yeah. So anyway, now I have a big paint job to start tomorrow, and I've got to meet the inspector at Mom's house tomorrow afternoon, and then maybe we'll do another paper plate project. We'll see. I'm not sure, but I've got another great one here. I was kind of torn between the two, which of the two to do. But this one, I need to revisit it before I go live with it. But I have this frame. It was from Factory Direct Craft. And it's just a, you know, a little easeled paper mache frame like this. And I had this picture of this little girl, and I photocopied her. And I thought she would be great in here. And I was going to do book pages around the edge, all around the edge of this frame. And then I've got some laces and some things. I've got this cute buckle. I've got some leaves and some, you know, embellishment things that I thought would be fun to play around with. Oh, I don't even know what this is. Oh, isn't that pretty? But yeah, just some embellishments. And then, but the reason I said I want to revisit it is I've got these 2 black earrings. Oh, look, I've got hearts on here. How neat is that? A couple little hearts. I've got some netting. I've got this piece. I got way more than I'm going to need for sure. But I don't know why I put these black earrings on here, unless maybe they fell off of another paper plate project next to it, because she doesn't have black in her. See, that bugs me. I don't, yeah. I guess that's all I need to revisit. There we go, done. So this will be my next project. We'll do that together next. So anyway, not tonight, but maybe tomorrow night. I don't know what I have. I got to look at my calendar before I commit to anything with you guys, but we'll see. Maybe you'll see me. I don't know. I'll let you know. I'll telegram you if I can do it. I will send you a telegram. If you don't have my Telegram is a free app for you guys, and it's a way for us to kind of text you and tell you when we have something happening, like we're going live or whatever. And my link is at the top on my page. If you just scroll back up to the top, you pull down and get back to the top of my page, you'll see that it's called a link tree, and just click on that, and there's all kinds of links, my Amazon and all this stuff, and you can sign up for Telegram. It's free, and then that link will take you directly to my notifications. So anyway, you guys, have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for hanging out with me. I always enjoy creating with you. You inspire me, and you keep me on my toes. You keep me thinking. So I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.